Then January 1990. That particular date, I did not know that it was January 19. I got to know about it much later in life when I corroborated evidence, when I corroborated, stories that I heard from my family members and from people in other districts, friends, relatives. On January 1990, there was a coordinated set of protests and rallies and demonstrations across the valley. They were not only communal, they were not only bigoted and against Kashmiri Pandits and Hindus, they were also extremely Islamist in nature. The slogans were communal, the slogans were about Nizam-e-Mustafa, the slogans were about Pakistan, the slogans were Islamic. And I remember our family huddled all the women and all the girls of the family into the kitchen. And I, as a kid, wondered why we were being huddled into the kitchen. And there was this one moment of silence when my mother said, "If they come for you, turn on the gas and turn on the lighter." And that was, I think, a moment of reckoning for all of us in that kitchen, all the girls and all the women, that something is wrong about our identity, that we are vulnerable targets, there is nobody out here to protect us. And we didn't have an answer, we just said, okay, we'll do that. We all resolved that, okay, that's what we're going to do. And it was much later when this, rally went and passed by, that we came out, and I think my parents decided then at that moment that we were going out, and 10 days later they sent us on a truck without anything, with a neighbor, with other neighbors' daughters, to Jammu without anything. We had just our school bags and a few clothes, and we were there. Part of my family ended up being in a refugee camp. My uncle, his kids, they lived in a refugee camp for almost a decade. My parents and I, we lived in pigeonholes. And I'm sorry, but it's way too personal, and I had hoped that I wouldn't be in a situation where I have to share this in public. And I don't talk about it much because I feel that I have to separate that personal history from this professional identity that I have.